Hello, everyone, and welcome to yet another episode of your WealthBasket journey. In the second episode of this series, which you know, where I am calling real people having a real conversation around their investment journeys, in particular, wealth baskets, and we try to understand more from them as to what prompted them to invest into wealth baskets, how their investments have been till now, and what are the challenges, if any, they would have faced. So, for the second episode today, I have Vikramjeet Singh from Delhi with me. Hi Vikram, welcome to your Wealth Basket Journey episode number two.
Hi, Vaibhav. How are you? Thank you for
I
having me today for the conversation.
thank you for agreeing to kind of share your journey with us, share your investment journey with us, and we are very pleased to have you over here. So why don't you just
My pleasure.
give a little brief about yourself as to what you are doing and how your investments have been. How did you come to know about Wealth Desk, Wealth Baskets, and all? So over to you.
Sure. So, hi everyone. My name is Vikram. I'm joining this conversation from Delhi. I've been in the corporate world for the last 20 years. Been there, done that kind of a thing. And but never really got a chance to invest in equities or invest in stock market. It was always at the back of my mind, but I could never really have a structured approach towards it. And I'm the last person on earth, believe me, who would want to invest on somebody's advice. But never could find time to invest in stock markets. But somehow, I mean, this COVID situation changed everything, and it gave me a lot of time to follow my hobby and learn more about the markets. So here I am. I mean, it's been about a year. I've been investing in stock market, and I was introduced to Wealth Basket a few months ago, and my journey has been fantastic so far. Would love to talk more about that, but that's a brief background about me. You can still call me, in spite of my work experience, still call me a newbie in the investment market.
So thanks for sharing that, Vikram. So just wanted to understand, have you previously, before investing into Wealth Basket, did you have any kind of an exposure towards Indian stocks, Indian equity markets?
Very minor, very minor. I mean, this was basically done based on somebody's advice and somebody, a herd mentality kind of a thing where the friend tells you this stock going up and that stock going up and this invest here.
Right.
Very minor, but this was not a good approach. And in my books also, it was not a good approach. So I wanted a more structured approach. And that's what really got me hooked on to Wealth Basket, because when I came across, I saw it as a fantastic opportunity to have a knowledge-based approach towards investing in the stock market. But yeah, before this, very minor, but this you can
So
say
that
was
was
the very
direct
first
stocks, right?
approach.
Not through mutual funds or something. That was direct stock or based on someone's tips, right? When to enter.
Absolutely,
And nobody
absolutely,
tells you when to
absolutely correct.
exit. Everybody will tell you when to enter, right?
Everybody says when to enter. Nobody tells you when to exit. Something goes wrong, they will not. Oh yeah, it hota rehta hai and all that. There's
Right.
nothing fancy about it. But then when things go right, you tend to be very happy. But when things go wrong, you're like, what do I do now? Where do I go? Where does this lead me? What went wrong? I mean, there are 100 reasons for it to go right, but there's only and there are 100 unknown reasons for it to go wrong. And if you don't know why it went wrong, I mean, you're left in the dark, which is not the
I
feeling I
think
wanted to
I
have.
think I think what you are saying for the past 1.5 years, what we are seeing in the Indian stock, in fact, in the global stock market, is that it's just going one way, and everybody is
True.
happy to enter at any levels and enjoying the benefits, enjoying the profits. But because it's an equity market, there has to be some time, when the market might consolidate or correct a bit, and this is where you need that expert to come in and tell you, boss, the run is over. Probably from these X number of stocks, you need to get into those Y number of stocks, and this is where I think you will feel a need to have an advisor, which is where through the wealth baskets we have tried to come into.
No, absolutely, you're absolutely right. Because I mean, for a newbie like me, who's not really had a knowledge of the market, how the market
Right.
function, and all that, it's very important to be handheld. It's very important to follow a structured approach, because uh, you work very hard to make this money, and you just can't afford to lose it based on somebody's tip, and you just can't afford to do that. So it's always good. I mean, we talk about life coaches, we talk about health coaches. Why not a financial coach? So I mean, I saw Wealth Basket as a financial coach, because when I got introduced to WealthBasket, I did my own research and I saw that. I mean, everybody has this very good background. You guys are very well educated. Uh, so I have an investment philosophy that I created after I went from a couple of stock bets, which is, I can abbreviate that as say RTT, which is basically research, transparency, and trust. So when I got introduced to Wealth Basket, I saw that, I mean, all your Wealth Baskets are very well researched. A lot of amount of work has gone down in creating those Wealth Baskets, keeping the dynamics of the market and keeping the retail investors in mind. Uh, that gave me a lot of trust in the approach. That gave me a lot of trust in the system that we've created, and it's all transparent. I was part of the webinar where the contact capital people gave a brief of
Right,
how
right.
the wealth basket was created, how the research has proved this wrong, how the research has proved that wrong. So that gave me a lot of confidence. That gave me a lot of trust. So, I mean, it checked all my boxes, and as I said, I mean, my investment philosophy was met, and I said, let's probably start with this and see where it goes. And I'm very, very happy that I took the bet. It has given me a very good return in the few months that I've invested in. I think I'm up, if I'm not wrong, I'm up about 14.5% already, which
Oh.
is a great return, I mean, in 3 or 4 month time horizon. So I'm very happy with that.
No, that's a good return. Obviously, having said that, it's a very short term to actually decide on whether the returns are good or bad, because it's anyways equity is a long term play, as people say.
Sure.
So why in that
Sure.
long term? Why not you keep on earning those extra alpha, which probably you can. So I can decipher from what, and you said what about that RTT, right? So is this something which you created, or you have read it about somewhere? Because that's pretty interesting to hear about some kind of a framework.
So, I mean, this is one of the advantages that when you work in the corporate world, you learn about processes, you learn about strategies and all that. And we rarely incorporate or inculcate these strategies in our own personal life, and we leave all of that in the professional circle. So when I started investing, and when a couple of my bets went wrong, I said, no, no, it has to be more structured than just going by somebody's tip. So I came up with this idea of, if I need to invest my money somewhere, I need to do a thorough research. I need to know completely, and I need to have full knowledge of where the money is going, how the money is being invested, and I need to have trust in that investment. So that's why, I mean, I just kind of abbreviated that, and I said
No, that's a
RTT
pretty
because
good
it has to be
framework. And I'll be honest,
based on research.
I had not heard about this, so something new to have learned from you. So can you just share that which wealth baskets probably you might have been invested into? And I'm assuming that it might be something from OpenQ, Quantic Capital, basically, right?
Absolutely. So, I mean, in that webinar, we spoke about the open queue defensive momentum wealth basket, and I was absolutely sold by the entire webinar. I mean, the strategy, the thought that's gone into it, the research that's gone into it. I had a relook at the webinar again the next day, and I said, okay, this is what makes sense. This is very well researched. This is where I can put my money very easily. So I decided to do that, and then I think in about 2 or 3 days after the webinar, I invested in the OpenQ Defensive Momentum Wealth Basket.
So, Vikram, as my final question, is there any kind of a feedback you would like to leave with us so that probably we can improve, or how your investment journey was throughout you have already told about the great returns you have made, and what kind of a process did you find it smooth? Did you find any kind of hiccups? Was there anything? So, whatever you would like to share.
So I'm very impressed with the entire setup. I'm very impressed with the seamless process that basically I encountered. So I think in about 2 days' time, when I invested in the Wealth Basket, it was very, very smooth. It was very seamless. I have a Demat account with Zerodha,
Okay.
and it just connected. I mean, I just had to click a few buttons, and that's it. My investment was done, and it's very transparent. I mean, I can see my investment. I can see how much money I've made on that on the main screen itself. So as far as feedback is concerned, I think I'm very, very happy with whatever you have put in place as the first step of inviting retail investors like me to participate. But yeah, I mean, as a next step, I look forward to seeing an app. I look forward to seeing it on my mobile phone going forward. I look forward to seeing a more knowledge sharing, because I follow WealthBasket on WealthDesk on YouTube. I
Okay.
love the videos. I love the knowledge that is being shared there. So I look forward to more knowledge sharing videos, more participation of retail investors in the process. I mean, that is something which will really take it to the next level. But as of now, my feedback is very good. It was a very smooth process. I'm making good money. I trust the people. I trust the process. I mean, everything is going great guns as far as I'm concerned individually. So very
Thanks
happy
a
with that.
lot. Thanks a lot, Vikram, for that. And on your both the feedbacks, I'll definitely make sure that that happens as soon as possible. As we speak, we are already building up our mobile app. And regarding the
I'm sure.
session, which you have already said that yes, I think it's been a long time that we have not had one great session, but very soon we are coming up with lots and lots of sessions for all our viewers and people who are kind of subscribed to this channel. And on that note, I would insist or request everybody, if you can subscribe, like this channel, so that you can get all these webinar updates, whatever we are sharing on a very live basis. So on that note, thanks a lot, Vikram, for sparing your time with us today. It's a pleasure that you shared your feedback, you shared your investment journey, your WealthDesk journey, basically. And I hope this continues with you, and you keep making more and more money.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. I mean, the fact that I was able to speak to you on a platform like this, I mean, thank you so much for that. Yes, my investment journey continues, and my investment with WealthDesk will also continue. You will see me investing more and more going forward. So,
Great
yeah,
to
keep
hear
it
that.
there.
Great to hear that. Thank you so much. Okay, Vikram. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.